5, it was good that we only had class from 9. We had class from 9 to 12, and we had break from 12 to 1, and then we learned again from 1 to 2:30, and then we had a 30-minute break, and then the exam started at 3. We have up to 3 hours, so it goes from 3 to 6, but as soon as you're done, then you're done. And it's through ProctorTrack, so the same system as all the other exams.
So with the exam, with me, so they give you a warning with ProctorTrack, because the ProctorTrack does exams by so many other different schools at the same time. Usually there's about a 30 to 40 minute wait just to get access to do your exam. So they give us a heads up about that. Okay, so now my exam specifically. So I go to do my exam. It took me 5 minutes to do the onboarding, which is quick and easy. It took me 12 minutes to get access to the exam. And then I wrote the exam in about an hour and 30 minutes. So I do the exam. Okay, so this exam is based solely on the information that you learn in the simulation session. If you want, you can brush up on some readings from the previous courses, 2 or 3, but you don't need to. So it's really just based on the information. For me, I didn't study for this exam, so once I finished learning from day 5, like at 2:30, my brain was at maximum capacity. So you could take the 30 minutes to review all that information and study, but I couldn't at that point. So the exam is 50 questions long, and it's very wordy questions. So it's very lengthy questions, and it's mostly scenario-based questions. So they're going to give you a scenario and then ask you which is the best clause to use, or give you scenarios and ask you what is the best option to do. So uploading. So there's 2 times where my proctor paused the exam because the ProctorTrack app on my phone, they said they couldn't see me, and I'm like, I'm looking at it and I'm seeing myself, so I don't know why they couldn't see me. So they paused my exam. I had to get up, get my phone, close the application, reopen it, scan the QR code, and then continue with the exam. So that was annoying. And then at the end, I finished the exam. I do the instructions to end it, and then the screen, it says uploaded 100%, and then there's a little circle, but the circle was not filled up completely. It was only filled up halfway. And I'm like, this doesn't seem right. So I messaged the person wasn't responding. And what did I do? So then eventually the person did respond, like after like 5 minutes of me sitting there, and they said, yeah, it's fine. It will upload automatically. You can exit the program. And I'm like, are you sure? Because it's not showing, the circle isn't showing that it's fully uploaded. And they're like, yeah, no problem, go ahead. So then I exited it. I left the program, I closed my phone app, and I think I'm done. And I'm like, you know what? Something told me, go back to the ProctorTrack website where it says like a failed attempts at the exam and where you click on to get into the exam. I'm like, let me go back there and see what it looks like. And I go there and it says failed upload. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, I cannot lose this exam right now. So then there was no one responding in the chat. And luckily, my amazing facilitator, Amir, gave us a phone number and an email for ProctorTrack in case we have any issues to call or email. So I didn't want to email them because I needed an immediate response. So I called them and they're pretty quick to pick up within a few minutes. And they said, just open back up the application. If you open back up the application, I think within a certain time frame, your last thing will still show up. And then you just hit the complete button. It uploaded and it said 100% and it was fully loaded. I went back to the page and everything was good. So my heart dropped and I was really scared, but it all worked out. So thank God for that. So that was it. I stayed up. So waiting for the exam mark now. I stayed up till midnight, and it's funny because we're all commenting in our Facebook group that we're waiting for the marks. 12 o'clock came, no exam mark. 12:30 came, no exam mark. 1 o'clock came, no mark. By this time, half of the people in the group said, you know what, they'll wait till tomorrow, they're going to sleep. Some of us late nighters stayed up 1:30, 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, that was my limit. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know what's going on, but I'll just wait for it for the morning. And then the morning came, and they sent me an email at 3 o'clock in the morning that the assessment was completed and available. Your mark is ready to be viewed. I went in, I passed, and yeah. So that was my simulation experience, and I'm so glad it's done. So with me, I went for, should I talk about this now? So I went for the conditional license. So I finished my simulation exam Friday. I got my mark Saturday. Once I got my mark Saturday, I purchased course number 5 Saturday, which I wasn't available to start until the following day on Sunday. And then on Sunday, I actually read through it. A lot of people just click through it just to finish it, but I actually read through it because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be coming back to this and reading it later on. I have the whole day. It says 8 hours now, but originally it was 3 hours to complete it. But in any event, I actually read the material, went through it in an hour and like 20 minutes. So I went through that, completed it. I think, so that was Sunday. By the evening, like, it showed up that it was completed. I had my transcript. I have another video on how to print your transcript, which I'll conclude here, but I just went and printed it and then finalized. I chose my broker. They were amazing, helping me last minute to do all these forms and everything, and apply to RICO for my conditional license. So I'm officially licensed, but I'll do another video on that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go film another video right now about the RICO application process. Honey, you won't see. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best in your simulations class. It is intense, it is a lot of work, but it's so worthwhile, and it's gonna really set you apart in the industry today. So I wish you all the best. If you have any questions, comment below. You know what to do. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.